Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen, for joining. This is Kailash. I represent Veenadhari Institute of Music and Fine Arts. So this episode or this show is called Kala Conversations, Season 1, and currently we have episode 2, your presence. The guest today is one of 16-year-olds who has done tremendously well uh, in the recent competitions, which is Kala Saurabha 2K26. So she has participated in all the 4 categories. She's the star performer once again. Let's hear the conversations. I'll have a small talk to her to understand the journey, understand what she is, who she is. So let's get into it. Even before we get there, a small bit about Veenadhari. As you all know, it started in 1979. This was started by Srimati Anuradha Madhusudan. We also call her as Gana Kala Kasturi. She's trained a lot of people in and around the city. So we have participants from all over the world, different locations, different age groups. Well, they always want to share their artistic journey with us. So this is the platform wherein we share the artistic journey. We talk to the participants, we talk to the winners, we talk to everybody to share their experiences. They come from various ages, as low as 5 years to 60 years. So that is how the bandwidth is. So without wasting any time, let's get on a chat with Praneetha. Praneetha, thank you so much for joining. It's always a pleasure and honor to be, talking to people like you who've done a lot at this young age. I know, Praneetha, that you are in Mumbai right now, but tell us about who you are and your journey so far.
I first of all thank you so much for this opportunity. I'm extremely blessed and extremely I'm happy because I got this opportunity to talk about myself and about Carnatic music. I am Praneetha from Bombay. I'm a 16-year-old girl learning Carnatic music from past 6 to 7 years. Originally, I hail from Visakhapatnam, Andhra Pradesh, but due to my father's job and work, we had to shift to Bombay. And recently I started learning flute also from past 2 months, and also I am currently doing Visharat Purna in Carnatic music, which is equivalent to BA in music. Yeah.
Okay, flute is beautiful. So tell me about a little of how your experience is.
So the first thing is I'm learning music, so I always had this dream of learning flute and performing it outside, but I couldn't actually do it because I was very much busy in my studies and the pressure on me, and I had music with me, vocal and all. But then I got free in 11th standard, and then I asked my parents if I could actually learn flute. Being my childhood dream, my parents are extremely supportive, and touch wood, they'll support me in the future also. So I asked them, and they're like, if you want to learn, you can learn. So that's how I started learning flute with Carnatic music, and I really enjoy it because I think it's a wonderful opportunity and it's a blessing to present Carnatic music in an instrument like flute.
Absolutely. So when did you start your music journey? So flute, yes, I understood. We got it. When was your first experience? Or when did you start learning music?
So I think I started learning music when I was around 10 to 11 years old. Back in Visakhapatnam, my mother actually she enrolled me in music classes along with my elder sister, where we started learning. And then when we shifted to Bombay, I continued music. I think the major thing happened to me in Carnatic music is when I came to Bombay, because it was online, and then my gurus, they were extremely supportive with me, and I think in 2018 my journey actually started, and from that there is no looking back at all.
Absolutely. More than 5 years now, don't
Yeah.
you think? Right. So I understood that you started at a very young age. Then what made you choose this art form, if I may ask?
Well, there's like a story behind it. My parents, they are very much interested in music. So my father didn't learn music, but he used to sing songs in front of me, and like when we are sleeping, he would put some bhajans and all. That made me really made me a musical ear. And my mom learned little bit of music when she was very young. So one
Mm.
day we were in a temple and we could see some students singing out there,
Mm.
and my mom, she was really interested and she wanted me and my sister also learn. So then we went to the teacher and all that, and then she said that she can learn music. She made me sing some bhajan. So I learned, but like over the years I think the interest grew in like myself, because I'm attending, I'm singing, so it had like come into my mind. And then I think I that's because of my parents only. I think the credit goes to them. Because of them I started growing interest.
Okay, right. So how is the journey so far?
I think touch wood again, it's going wonderful. I think with the blessings of my parents, grandparents, the Almighty, and the Guru, it's going very well. I'm learning new things. I'm performing in competitions and everything. So it's wonderful till
So
now.
you said you're performing in competitions, right? How do you feel? Because when I, listen to a few numbers, right? It can be singles, it can be a part of any album. I feel really relaxed, overwhelmed, full of energy. So how will you feel when you sing?
Well, it depends upon what I am listening and what I am singing. Because if it comes to because I listen to Hollywood, Bollywood, and all types of music, but my main focus is always Carnatic music. So when I'm like, it depends upon the ragams I'm listening. Like if I'm listening to some kriti like Nagumomu or Intakanna, then it's like it makes me feel relaxed, happy. If I'm like listening to some Bollywood song, sad song, then it will make me feel, oh god, what is happening this and all that. But I think personally music always acts like a therapy to me, because as I said before, the how the world is working. You're in a rat race constantly, you have to
Mhm.
perform, and in that we always tend to feel stressed, tense, and everything. So listening to
Mm,
music
mm,
makes me
mm,
feel empowered, confident, happy, and mostly I think it makes me feel very peaceful from
mm.
inside, and I could perform better.
Okay, it's peaceful. Yes, there are certain numbers which I feel, I think, makes me really feel peaceful. There's one from Agam. I listen to this band called Agam. Uh, you have this Sita Kalyan. So
Yeah, it became popular during these days.
yes, yes, yes. Well, talking about your journey, and then you said you feel happy, you have mixed emotions sometime when you really sing, right? What do you enjoy the most learning music? So we just got to know about what you enjoy the most while you sing. So what do you enjoy the most while you learn? To talk about it.
I think the learning process itself that I enjoy. Like if I'm learning a new composition, new kriti, and it's like very popular one, I really enjoyed learning, because
Mm.
because every any other person is singing and I knew that, I feel happy. I think, as I said before, my mother always said this to me, that singing and learning music is itself a boon for me and my sister. So I think the whole process, learning it, practicing it, and presenting it, and participating in a lot of competitions and concerts, I think the whole process is what I enjoy. But I think I enjoy the most it with my sister, when I practice with her and we correct each other's mistakes. I feel very happy during that time.
Okay. Uh, do you both give, do you have a certain platform that you both go and sing together?
We perform together. We are
Okay.
a duo. So
Okay.
we perform offline and online. Like my gurus, they give me this opportunity to sing during Navratri or Ganpati times, and sometimes like platforms like Veena Dari, I am like always in that platform. And then sometimes the competitions, after winning the prizes, they give us this chance. Mysore Association, Shanmukhananda, and Fine Arts Chembur, they give us this opportunity. And also we perform like during the Golu time at home, because my unpaid audience, my all-time favorite audiences are my parents. So we sing in front of them, they listen, and we constantly perform and practice like that.
Okay. So tell me about your daily routine. How do you practice? What time is the best that you prefer to practice? How do you practice? Just talk about it.
So my daily routine is basically it's like not constant because I have to go to school also. So I wake up
Mhm.
at some 5:30 and then get ready, go to school.
Mhm.
So if I'm at home sometimes and I practice during morning 9 to 10 or 10 to 11 or sometimes 2 3 hours. And when I come from school, like when I'm going to school, I come, then I practice in the evening for 2 hours or 3 hours maximum. And what I do during my practice is I put up some goals for me. Like if I'm
Mhm.
learning a new composition in a class or the teacher taught me, so first I will listen to it, I listen to the recording, I will learn the pathantaram, then I will
Mhm.
note down all the important sangatis and everything. I will learn it, I'll practice it 2 3 times. Then I'll go to the old compositions which I learned during the years. So
Okay.
like
Mhm.
I'll practice the varnams in 2 3 speeds. Then I will sing alapana. I'll do kalpanaswarams and everything. And then I practice some 2 3 kritis. And mostly my focus is always on the new compositions and on the compositions mainly. And then I list out and I'll check if any competitions or concerts are coming up. I have to make plans and then I do it. And this takes almost 2 3 hours. And after that, now an addition to me of flute, so I have to practice it for 45 minutes, 1 hour. So it almost takes me 3 hours, and this is how I actually practice during the
Okay.
day.
So you actually dedicate 3 to 4 hours a day
Yeah.
for music itself, right? So is this correct or?
Yeah, yeah. We can say it's correct almost.
Okay. So now that we have spoken about how you practice, the number of hours that you dedicate to practice a certain song or music itself, I'm sure everybody has their favorite. I have my favorite too. What is your favorite song? It can be a composition, it can be a song, it can be from Bollywood, it can be from Carnatic, it can be from devotional, anything, anything at all. Do you have any favorites as such?
Well, I don't have favorites as such, but like I really like enjoying like listening to this song and it comes. But recently I learned a kriti of Tyagaraja Swami, and it is in the ragam Abheri, Nagumumu Ganaleni, and so I'll sing a few lines if
Oh,
you.
yes, yes. My next question was that. So, this is something which, as an institute, we always encourage people to actually sing. So, that is the best thing that one can actually exhibit the way they feel. So, please go ahead. The stage is yours.
నగుమోముగనలేని నాజాలి తెలిసి ఈ నగుమోముగనలేని నాజాలి తెలిసి నగుమోము గనలేని నాజా ali తెలిసి నగుమోము గనలేని నాజాలి తెలిసి నగుమోము గనలేని నాజాలి తెలిసి ఈ నగుమోము గనలేని.
Beautiful, beautiful. It was actually, very soothing, to hear this song in particular, right? So I've heard this many a times, but
Yeah.
yeah, I still have affection and love towards the compositions itself. Wow. It was picture perfect, or
Thank
should
you.
I say it was 100% perfect? Yes, I would say that. Now, to get here, to get to perfection, right? We've struggled because a lot of people might have faced challenges,
Yeah.
might have faced hardships. So, what do you think are the challenges that you, as an individual, um, has faced in terms of learning music or compose something, if at all you do, or basically learning music, just to keep it very simple?
I think the major challenge I faced was the lack of confidence in me, because before I was not even confident. Because if I used to go to any competition or sing outside, I couldn't sing. I used to stammer. I used to get like really, I'm like, I can't sing. My hand should be shaking, and I'll be like crying in front of my parents. Don't take me anywhere. I can't sing. So I lacked that confidence in myself. Some days I didn't feel like singing at all. I used to feel very demotivated, and sometimes I really thought of giving up music and everything. So the lack of confidence in me, and I have this kind of stage fear. I used to have it before, where I used to forget things on the stage, and then I used to have this fear: what will people think about me if I'm not singing it well, and all. And then I'm camera shy, so I really cannot sing in front of the camera. And I think the major drawback was I didn't have confidence, but now I'm learning how to be confident. And really, I think, and also the one of the major challenges is that learning the composition during the initial years, because you step into a whole new world of manodharmam and kritis, because learning Swaram, Jantaswarams is still easy, but you have to go into a transition. There's a transition into Varnams, kritis, kirtana. So I struggled a lot because it was so much to learn. And then I used to get scoldings from my gurus: you have to work more hard and hard. So I think that's the challenges I faced.
Those are challenges. Awesome. I'm sure, you said you had stage fear. I'm sure a lot of competitions might have uh, helped you overcome stage fear, right? Um, what role do you think these competitions have in your musical journey?
I think for a person like me who is very anxious and very underconfident, not
Mhm.
now but before,
Yeah.
I think competitions, they act as a thing for you to develop your skills and know where you're going wrong. Because for
Mhm.
me, if I don't perform well in a competition, I get the chance to analyze what I did, and what where I was going wrong, and why I couldn't get the prize, and why the other person got the prize. So I think going into competitions, winning and not winning, this is like a part and parcel. But I think knowing about the competitions, presenting the practice in the compositions which are going to present in the competitions, I think they made me feel very confident. They made me feel like the importance of practice in your daily life. Practice makes a man perfect, and I think competitions suit them well, because competitions, you have a time limit, you have to do this and that. So I think participating in competitions really boosted my confidence. It removed my stage fear. It's now nil. So if anyone tells me go and sing, I'll go and sing without any anxiousness. So, and also these exams, these competitions, I think they help a student to learn new compositions, because every time a competition is there, my guru teaches me a new thing, and I have to practice it in this day, in this time and everything. So I think it helps in nurturing your skills and boosting your confidence.
Sure. Yes, I agree, because when we attend a lot of competitions, I see a lot of students or participants singing various compositions that we might not even know, right? It can even sound so soothing to your ears that you come home and then you check, you learn about it. So I completely agree to whatever you said. Talking about Veenadhari's intrusion or Veenadhari's part in your life, how has your experience been with Veenadhari?
I think I've been participating in Meenadari competitions from 2021.
Mhm.
My dad initially registered it for me, and I participated in the three categories: film music, Carnatic music, and devotional music. I
Mhm.
think Veenadari makes this whole registration thing, it's so easy and it's so enjoyable, because they premiere the competition, the singers and everything. I think I listen to myself, I listen to the other singers. So over the years, I think it almost removed my camera fear. I'm camera shy, so one cannot put a camera in front of me, and if they put, I cannot sing, I cannot really talk in front of a camera also. I think it removed my camera fear, and I think it improved my practice immensely. I always practice a lot of times, like for Veena, only for Veenadari competitions, I think I practice a composition at least for 20 to 30 times and then record it. And then Veenadari has always, it has shaped my life. I think almost the 4 or 5 years in my life, I was always a part of Veenadari.
Right.
And I think it's a very great institution, and I feel extremely blessed to be a part of that institution, getting prizes from there. And the team was always supportive, because due to exams or due to any illness, if I couldn't participate, they could give me like a lot of time. They gave me a time so that I could record and I could also participate in that. I think Veenadari, I should say thank you to you all for giving me this opportunity and talk about myself. So yeah.
Okay, you're most welcome. I'm sure people from Vinadari, they're all listening to our conversations right now. Just for the viewers' interest, Pranita is the winner. She's a star performer this time, who's performed in 4 categories. And going back to Pranita right now, being a star performer, how did you feel when you hear a saying that you're a star performer? What was your initial reactions?
Honestly, I didn't have any hope of getting a prize, because I don't hope, like, because if I, like, I'm that type of person who thinks if I do it, if I think this will happen, it will not happen. So
Hmm.
like, I think I still remember that day. I was
Hmm.
sitting out there and my sister was checking the results, and we both were very much tense. We were not expecting the result to be like, I am getting the first prize in shloka and good prizes in devotional and film. So I listened to my name. It came, see, Sai Praneetha winner, congratulations. I was top of, I was like, literally, I was like, oh my god, is this me? It was my name. I was checking it multiple times if it's my name or not. I felt very happy, I felt very excited, and it's a proud of achievement for me. And then I told my parents also,
Hmm.
and they felt very happy. And whenever I see my name in any competition, any winner, if I'm the winner, I really feel blessed, I really feel happy, I really feel confident of myself that I could do this. And really, I feel very motivated. Yes, next time also my name has to come in this. That's how I feel.
I always feel that a lot of participants, a lot of winners will always say this, saying that okay, they want their name the next time as well. At the same time, they have this emotional connect with music,
Yeah.
because when I hear a song which is very close to my heart, I always stop whatever I'm doing and then I want to listen to that. So that is how emotionally connected I am, because it stops everything and then takes. I think it has the power to take and heal you. So what? Let me put it this way: what is music, or the type of music you sing? Um, is the
Well,
connection that you have with you,
yeah.
personally speaking.
Yeah. Well, as I said, I am into Carnatic music fully, but sideways I learn film music. I learn Bollywood songs, and then listen to Hollywood and kind of Korean pop also.
Oh,
Yeah, little bit, because of my friends. They suggest me these songs, so I listen.
okay.
And
Hmm.
I think Carnatic music, I think my connection with the Carnatic music is very deep. I think,
Hmm. Hmm.
as
Hmm.
I said before, Carnatic music may heal something in me, which I think any other one could heal also. I think it
Hmm.
acts as a therapy for me,
Hmm.
because I think whenever I feel anxious or I feel very sad, I'll just sing something, and and then the next time my mood is like, oh god, this is so good. And then if I listen to any alapana, or I sing an alapana, then I feel very happy. And over the years, my bond, I think, with the Carnatic music, it is actually a very cute bond, I could say, or a spiritual bond between me and the music. I think if I could say that, I don't know how to put it in the words, because it's very overwhelming to talk about what is the bond, how do I feel. And I think music makes me feel attached to the Lord Almighty. Because of him, I am achieving this much in life. And I think over the years, I grew closer to my parents, to God, because My parents, my sister, and my family is fully devoted to God Almighty. I think whenever I sing any kriti on Lord Rama, Lord Balaji, or Lord Shiva, I really feel, thank you God, I feel blessed that I could actually sing the praises of them. And I think the bond grew over the years, and I think I really feel, as I said, I cannot put it in words. It's very overwhelming to talk how I feel, because sometimes when you look back at the journey, there are a lot of hardships, struggles, and some days where I couldn't sing, some days where I wanted to give up, and there were some days which were extremely good for me. Everyone is saying, "Oh God, you will become the winner." I could perform very well. I'm getting encouragement and everything. So I think it's very deep, very deep. I think I feel blessed to have this thing with music in my heart.
Okay, I always see a deeper connection, even with the way you're talking right now. There's one interesting thing that you said. So there are a lot of people who said that you would become one of the best singers. You would become a winner sometime. I'm sure there will be a happiest moment in your life, especially when it comes to music or Carnatic music, as a section in your life. My question, let me put it very simple, right? So, what is the happiest moment in your life when you are a part of the Carnatic musical journey?
I think if I have to put it like into 3 points, I think the first one was winning Vinadari, because I was winning the Vinadari this time. I didn't expect to get first prize, the second prize, and so I think it was one of my happiest moment. And the
Mm.
second happiest moment was, I said I was doing Visharat Pratham and everything, so getting a high distinction and then topping them, I think that was also one of the favorite moment. But overall, I think the journey is the most happiest. I think music, what happened to me, is the happiest thing in my life. I think from like I knew about this world or about music, I think I grew up in music, and I think music is the one that makes me feel happy, and it's the happiest thing happened to me, and it will be the happiest thing to me.
Okay.
And
Uh-huh. So, music itself is.
yeah.
Oh, if I want to draw inferences, I would say, okay, so something which really makes you happy is music itself, not anything else. Is that true, or do you want to
Yeah,
differ?
yeah, it's absolutely true.
Oh,
I think
it's
music makes me feel happy, and there's nothing like music that can make me feel happy.
okay, right. So let's get into a small imagination here. All right. So I hope it becomes true. So let's say you win a very prestigious award in music, and then you have a set of friends with you who you're talking to, and they congratulate you, saying, "Hey, congratulations, you've done something which is quite too impossible with respect to what we do." Um, if at all given an opportunity, right? How do you inspire your friends to learn music, any kind of music, or if you want to take Carnatic music itself as an example, or I leave it to you. How do you inspire people?
Well, if I had to tell my friends, because there's a lot of friends who want to learn music, and there were some friends who left music because of the
Mm,
studies and everything. But if I had to say that, please do learn music, please do learn the arts which is in your hands,
mm,
because music is not something to learn or not something to sing. It is literally a way of life. It is a sadhana for you. It takes a lot of patience. For in the initial time, you will feel bored, you will feel bad that you're missing your playing days, or you are not able to go and play, or you're not able to do this. But I think music is a sadhana, and when you do the sadhana, you become a yogi, or you become a learned person. So music does not only mean of learning or singing outside or doing everything, but it's a way of life that teaches you how to live life with discipline, with having a, because Carnatic music, as you know, it is a very structured course. If you know, there is this, and then you have to do this, then you have to go to Manodharmam, you have to learn it, you have to present it and everything. So if my friends, everyone watching this, I think if you want to learn music, go ahead, learn music. Learn, don't do it because I need to get fame or I have to get acknowledged by thousands of people and everything. Learn for your interest, learn for your parents, learn for the god. And I think Carnatic music, if you know, it is all about the god, it's all about the Vedas, it's all about something. And the nadam which comes from the music, when you sing sa pa sa, it's a nadam, it's a vibration that make you feel very happy. And I think after learning music, no one, no, like if you can ask anybody who learned music, they won't say, they won't regret that they didn't learn music, because I think when you step into that field, there's no looking back. If you just start learning and then you start singing, then you start doing the hard work, I think after the years, when you look back, you'll be like, yes, I did the correct thing by learning music, I think. And it's also because of the culture, a South Indian culture. I think the Tamil Nadu is, it's the hub of Carnatic music, and my guru hailing from Tamil Nadu, I think she played a very important role in making me learn why music is important for me, and how music can actually heal thousands of people. So I think that's what I want to say. You
Okay.
learn for yourself and enjoy the process. That's how you learn music.
Okay. Uh, I'll take you to a very imaginary world, okay? So don't think too much. Uh, so let's say I take you to the world of Carnatic music. Like, I'll give you an example. When I say Mumbai, I see a lot of trains, a lot of people, traffic. Good things about Mumbai is we have Ambanis and we have great Shah Rukh Khans and all those people, right? So the same way, I'll take you to the world of Carnatic music. When you enter into the world of Carnatic music, what do you find?
I
Just don't think too much, whatever comes to your mind.
I feel a lot of happiness and peace.
Hmm.
I think whenever I am in the mood, when I'm in singing, I really don't see anything. If I literally close my eyes and if I think of Carnatic music, the first thing will come is peace and God. I
Okay.
think my favorite God will come. I feel like when I'm singing in front of in front of the God, in front of any people, I just close my eyes. And if I'm singing, I sang Nagu Momu Ganalene, and if I'm closing my eyes and I'm singing, I could see the Lord Rama, he's listening to me. Lord Tyagaraja, he's listening to me. I think I find peace, abundance of happiness, and I feel empowered. I think no one in this world can make me feel so peaceful, so happy. I think music
Mm-hmm.
is the only instrument, is the only tool, as I say, can make me feel happy and feel closer to the Lord Almighty. And that's what I really think when I really close my eyes and think of Carnatic music.
Okay. So the world is very interesting, right? We are coming to the last section of our talk today. You did mention about thanking your parents, your guru, your sister, your current guru, the previous ones, I'm sure. So, is there anybody else in this world that you want to thank because of the support that they have given to your musical journey, or they've taken you out of hardships? So, is there anyone else?
I think the first thank you, and I think the first thing goes to my parents, of course. I
Mm-hmm.
think they have been the backbone for my journey, for my
Mm-hmm.
career, because I think what am I here today is only because of my parents and
Mm-hmm.
of course my sister. I want to thank my elder sister, and I think she was in the Kala Conversation episode 1. So yeah, she, I think without her, I don't think, because we both are such a great duo. I think without her I am nothing, and I think without me she's nothing. We make that whole beautiful pair. And then I want to thank my grandparents, because they also supported me immensely. My grandfather, my grandmother, they
Take,
always,
take their names. What are their names?
my grandfather Dr. Radha Krishnamurthy,
Yeah.
and my grandmother Padmavati,
Right.
and then my another grandmother Miss Uma Devi, and my other grandfather is not in this world, but I know both the grandfathers are not in the world, but I know they're watching me and they're blessing me constantly, because I think whenever I go to their house, they'll always make me sit. They'll ask, first question they'll ask is, how is your music journey going, what are you learning, sing for us. And they listen and they feel so blessed. And I think I would like to thank all of my friends who listen to my music, who listen when I yap about music. I think I yap a lot about music. I'll teach them this, that you said I'll make you teach this and this. I think they have supported me a lot. My school has supported me a lot, and the Lord of course, Baba, everyone has supported me a lot in my music journey. And if I want to thank, I would specially thank my gurus, because without them I wouldn't be called Praneetha. Because if Praneetha is a vocalist, if Praneetha is a musician, I think that's because of them. It's their blood, sweat and tears that they made me come to this stage. Because if I'm able to talk about music a little bit, what I know, I think that's because of them. I think I want to thank everyone in this world for making me feel so privileged, and they enjoy my singing.
Of course. 16 years, and then you've done a lot. You are an inspiration to a lot of people. You can clearly see that. I'm sure I'll not take much of your time. This is the last bit of our conversation. What is your dream?
Well, if I say my dream in music, especially
Yes.
if I want to say, I want to uh, I want to establish an academy
Yes.
for music, where I want to teach students, I want to teach people about music. I want to teach Carnatic music. I want to teach them flute. Also, I want to create administration. I want to establish an administration known as music therapy, because as we know, music is a therapy, because the sounds that because some studies actually say that music can heal better than the medicines.
Correct.
So
Yes.
really, I want to create a place where I could heal people with music. And obviously, in matters of achievements, I want to achieve more in my life. I want to achieve more prestigious awards, and also I want to continue my BA, MA. I want to earn a doctorate, and get some present in some nice prestigious centers and everywhere. I want to present there. That's
But
something.
I, as an individual, we as an institute, always would want to wish you the very best of luck. Get going with full guns, glowing with your dreams, your aspirations. Um, Sai Pranita, thank you so much for sparing time on Sunday, especially to talk to us about your journey, about what you want to do, and thanking your elders, showing gratitude, and talking about your challenges, singing for us, which is always a feather. So we want to thank you so much for being a part of this conversation. So again, good luck, all the best, and always stay happy. So we would want to thank you for being a part of this show.
I think I would also like to thank you, because you were so patient in listening to my answers, and you were so patient with me. Thank you so much. And also I want to thank Beenadari team for giving me this wonderful opportunity to present about myself, to sing, to get me a platform where I could be what I am. And today I think, what is this? Because I think Beenadari plays a very important role in my life in getting what I am today. So thank you so
Very
much.
true.
Thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Anyways, so good luck.
Thank you so much.